Right. I mean, we saw them with that late surge. It wasn't too late. They were able to battle back into the game in game one. But OG definitely maximizing their offense when they're in front right now. 2 goals out of 4 shots total for the team. They're trying to get more, almost a pass there to Noli. He's been playing very fast. He's been getting to the ball a lot faster than Luminosity players, and that's been big on OG keeping up offensive possession. Here he is again, getting a bump, as well as winning that challenge. Noli gets a free look. Nath could have, but Reynolds, great recovery in order to pitch it downfield.
Luminosity was getting in trouble there with boost.
Yes, man.
OG had it, LG did not. And now they're more on equal footing. This kicks right back out to Reynolds. Two and in, the ball.
And here goes the setup play downfield. You have to be careful because Cheese and MB challenging the net. Reynolds' full faith puts it on target, and it pays off big time. You can see them smiling. They know they got away with that one. 1 goal game.
That's a good thing he scored, because if he doesn't, it's 3-0. So now, it's a game all of a sudden. Another demo in front there as J-Naps is taken out, and this time Magic Bear does get back. And he's beaten in the air by J-Naps. Noli is there as well. Not the cleanest connection, but can he get it down? Oh, he did! And rebound saved by Reynolds as well. He's been a defensive mastermind.
He's still slowing things down. He has 0. He finally is getting boost. Now he's going upfield. Cheese on the ball. Reynolds just keeping that outlet open. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Defensively, he's had a lot of good stops. Not only this game, but as the series is going on. We're only in game 2 here. Luminosity being kept in it by Reynolds' double save, basically. And now, we got 1:50 to go. They're trying to push the ball back into OG's end.
Cheese trying to go to work. Noli stuffs it right in his face. Reynolds get that one out too.
That was tough. He had 0 there. Able to get that now again 0, but he's still on the
Maçta
ball.
top ne kadar niye bu kadar çok yerde ya?
Trying to set up a lane. Cheese also doesn't have boost here. Magic Bear does, and Reynolds just picked up that side boost. Now we have what's in control. As Cheese midfield, it was a test towards the net. Cheese tried to get there in time, but the defense from OG was there.
What else is Reynolds going to do to dazzle us defensively? This skips across. Magic Bear's there, and Reynolds shot. Reynolds trying to run interference, doesn't work out. He can shoot here, and he can score. So popcorn in the lobby after all this. He's doing everything.
Again, all over the play. We knew he was going to have a big impact, and you can see that with the performance there. Good on Cheese to be able to set it up. That one's just a speed test. Reynolds just so much faster on the play. 1:07 to go. OG had a 2-goal lead. Now, though, they've let it slip. It's anybody's ball game.
You know, early on, yeah, OG have looked great in these games, but the second half of these games have belonged to Luminosity. First game, it was mostly Magic Bear, and now it's Reynolds just putting on a masterclass everywhere. Cheese is just kind of hanging around. He does have the 2 assists on Reynolds' goals in this game. This goes downfield. Magic Bear waiting for the rebound. Cheese now going to be left all alone. He caught up to this quick shot that he's able to react to. And Magic Bear can't get to this ball. Luminosity might be in a spot of trouble. Reynolds got the clear and the demo on calm somehow. And now Cheese can play for the final 30. Will Luminosity take another one in the dying seconds? Magic Bear trying to do just that. But Calm is in the way. He's got Nolly downfield going after Cheese. Cheese doesn't recover in time. The shot's high and then swept out. Final 10. Reynolds up high. Gets that away from J-Naps. And we are heading towards overtime. Unless we have last second heroics. Anybody going to step up? It's Cheese alone and swept out.
Calm knew exactly what was happening. He reacted quickly. He did not want to give Luminosity time. They had a 3v1 play set up after Reynolds had got the ball with J-Naps. OG still surviving here, but they got to get things together in this overtime. They had Luminosity on the ropes there for a bit towards the end, but they let things slip out of their hands.
J-Naps blocked off by Cheese. Here's Reynolds, slam it off the backboard. J-Naps still way downfield. He tried to turn on that, but Cheese got a piece of him. That slows him down. Now Magic Bear. Denied by Nolly. Shot on here is saved away by Cheese. And Luminosity keep possession. No, it's Calm coming the other way. Reynolds hold it down.
Topla beraber adamı da kaleciyi kaleye soktu. Dercesine bir gol atıyor OG Spor.
Nolly, huge get past two of the defense. Third man following up was too late.
Yayını tek başıma izliyorum, tek başıma konuşuyorum. Bugünlerde geçecek diyorum.
Luminosity battle back, but an OG followed through. Crazy. This is actually really crazy, the score line from them. Everybody scored. Everybody had an assist. Everybody had 3 shots. OG, a fully well-rounded machine that game.
Boot camp buff, which was almost non-existent for a lot of teams yesterday, but more of the teams that were boot camping than not made this playoff in this last-ditch effort to try and make their way to the major in Copenhagen later on this month. Look back at the roller coaster that was Game 2. First 2 from OG, next 2 from Luminosity, but the one that matters, there from Noli. Just barely forcing that through Reynolds, whose MVP performance is ruined by a ball just barely sneaking by.
More has to be done. You start to see a little bit of defensive mistakes there from Luminosity towards the end of the game. Getting beat to the challenges. Again, OG has been very fast, JNAPS especially this series. And it's been a big factor in why they've been able to maintain possession up on that blue half. Now we go into Game 3. Definitely going to start seeing a little bit of adjustments made. Even after that one, OG doing a lot of conversations, a lot of talking. We'll see how things adjust here as chance to take the lead here in this best of 7. But so far, both teams going back and forth.
So it's JNAPS and Nolly to start the opening salvo for OG here in Game 3. Where will this one take us? A couple of demos on the back line. They're all back into the play, and Magic Bear gets this away, but doesn't have anything to work with. Nobody, I mean, for a moment.
Ve Kom'un güzel atağını Cheese karşılıyordu. Bir şut Noli'den. Ama isabet. Gole bak. Çok talihsiz bir gol. Cheese her şeyi denedi ama JP net orada dokunuyor mu anlayamadım ama çok güzel bir gol oldu. Aha, Magic Bear topu aldı, atağa gidiyor.
And Cheese will still try to get involved in the attack here. He's got a couple of assists, but that 1 goal per game through the first split, it is
Noli atak başlattı, evet. Kom devam ediyordu. Cheese engelledi. Kalede Cheese. Oo, bir kurtarış daha geliyor, harika bir kurtarış. Oo. Gene mi? Bu da mı gol değil be dercesine? Atak izliyoruz. Ataklar ardı ardına topluyor. Kalede bir kalede.
So far defensively Luminosity has held on, but definitely a worrying trend. As the defense from LG is strong, but OG has definitely been very creative on the offense. Not afraid to take risks or try to send a man up. We know this out of them, so Luminosity has to be able to mitigate the pressure as much as possible.
Not a lot of boost to go around at times for Luminosity. They got plenty in the tank now, though, collectively. But it's JNAPS who has possession. He can keep that through one challenge, but not another. Now Magic Bear had that drop down for Cheese, looking for his first. And he can't get on the scoreboard yet. Here goes Noli. JNAPS pre-jump. That's going to go wide. Reynolds right towards Cheese. That's what Luminosity needs more of. That first opportunity goes to a teammate. Could lead to an opportunity on the other side. OG is all out of sorts, and JNAPS bails him out.
Right, you have OG going for strong offensive plays, a little bit risky too. You talk about the pre-jump. If JNAPS doesn't connect there, it's a clear counterattack from Luminosity. If Luminosity get these counterattacks, though, they have to start hitting them much more effectively than they have right now. We're approaching halfway through this game, and Luminosity only have 1 shot recorded. It's by Cheese.
Well, now Magic Bear with Reynolds going for that midfield boost underneath him. He's on the opposite side of the field. That goes over Cheese. So it will be Reynolds on the other side that eventually comes all the way back for this. This is one thing to get that boost, it's another to do something with it. Luminosity haven't been able to do much. OG have had them back in their own zone quite a bit. Cheese demoed again, and Comwell scored on his own.
like this from Khan, right? He goes up, use about half the boost in the tank to get that initial touch, jumps, gets the timing perfect to put it top right, just over Reynolds' head. Great solo effort there for Khan.
The demo from Nolly opened things up, put Reynolds in a spot where very rare in this series so far, he wasn't able to make the stop. Reynolds looking for Cheese, trying to get him his first goal. Has not happened. Now Magic Bear. What can he do? I mean, he was the Magic Man in game 1. Cheese now up the ladder, out towards Reynolds. Little floater, wide and high, dropped it down. Cheese on the doorstep, and Nolly and JNAPS combined to send this way downfield. And OG quickly get out of jail. Cheese thought about chasing Nolly, had to turn back for the ball, and just everything Luminosity's trying right now, OG has an answer for. Do they have an answer for Reynolds up here? Yes, they do. It's Calm.
It's out there from Calm. See, we're looking for a chance here to get involved. Even JNAPS there, 0 boost, get a couple chain dashes and try to see if he can force a touch out. Just trying to make LG uncomfortable when they're in that offensive front. That's a big win from Cheese. Actually got the follow on that. Force a 50 and still no ball control from OG, so Luminosity's gonna pick this up again. Reynolds tried to get the double, was denied. Cheese got a double off the sidewall, still staying with this play, but not enough here. Another demo comes out, Magic Bear trying to get this center-wise, and then JNAPS will hit it across. Reynolds will turn on this, picked up the boost, was a little late to the channel, so cleared the other way. Can JNAPS put that on target? He can, but Cheese dove in to save that one out, keeping this at least a deficit down to 2, but LG, they got to get going here. Down by 2, 35 seconds left, and nothing to show for it offensively. Only 2 shots from them. That's the third one from MB.
It hasn't been a fruitful attack. Double tap almost put this one away, if it hasn't already. At least some life still for Luminosity. That ball goes central, but it's sent away by Calm. And OG have just had a stranglehold on this game from the very beginning. They'll try and get one here. Calm's got that away. And the final 5 seconds will tick away with as dominant a 2-0 as you're going to see.
A shutout in game 2.
OG Esports
just limited
1-0'dan 2-1 geri dönmüştü.
It wasn't like they didn't have field possession. We saw Luminosity with the ball on the orange side so much, but it was just the fact that they couldn't transition it into too much of anything. Just kind of goes to show you how good OG was at stopping things before they got too out of control. Only person who got saves that game from OG was Calm. He had 4 there. Big on that back end, but also you saw him with a nice play individually, whereas, you know, Noli has been very active around the field, getting a lot of bumps, putting the ball on target very well, and forcing Luminosity to make sometimes desperate saves here. Luminosity now, they got to start going back to the drawing board here a little bit, because although the game is close, it just hasn't been what I think they've wanted to see. We don't see any confirmation of a timeout from them here, so I don't think we're going to get one. Luminosity still composed enough to move on.
Yeah, they'll still have that timeout in their pocket for if OG reaches match point. One thing to keep in mind here, as OG is now halfway home here towards getting into the semifinals, getting into the top 4, which is one of the many things they need to try and punch their ticket to Copenhagen. A win here takes that possible 5 or 6-way tie down to about a possible 3-way tie. So if you're a fan of chaos, you're kind of shaking your head right now. If you're M80, you're also shaking your head right now, because M80 could also clinch their spot today, but they need Luminosity to win this match, and then a whole bunch of other shenanigans to take place, and we're not going to go into that because we've got business to take care of here in Game 4. Luminosity still has their timeout, but OG still has possession. It's almost like we didn't really take much of a break between games.
Here we go. Mayfield dusts the stage. JNAPS gets that initial touch. You can see Magic Bear, okay, has to slow this down. Calm will play the 50. OG still trying to keep control. They're all in the blue half. Noli just dodged a bump there from Magic Bear and got a pass.
Noli'den bir gol mü geliyor yoksa?
Actually pre-jumped that one, but Magic Bear also did. So, again, LG doing their best to kind of cut things out defensively. Have to be careful, though. We haven't seen them really hold on to possession as they get out. Even there, Magic Bear trying to play the ball away.
Magic Bear
back to OG. Oyun
yıldızlaşacakmış gibi bir vibe veriyordu.
There goes Cheese, one of his better opportunities to get his first goal of the series. He's going to have to turn away from this.
Engelledi de Ginep.
Boost and Reynolds intercepts there. He's still got Magic Bear way downfield as Noli has to jump into the goal to avoid him. Reynolds shot the eye by Noli and back towards the opposite net, a little bit wide. And now Cheese.
Evet, Cheese atak başlatacaktı. Ama Ginep izin vermedi ve bir şut çekti, mükemmel bir gol.
This is interesting. I feel like it's like a miscount here from LG.
Orta şut karışımında Noli topu ağlara gönderiyordu.
Cheese had enough boost to make the challenge there. But instead the ball goes right towards Noli, who banks the goal, and OG set the tone once again. They've done it every game so far this series.
What else can OG throw at Luminosity? It's Noli. Right against Magic Bear. Cheese back into the play on the opposite side, being chased off the play. So Reynolds will have to take this one solo. With what he's got in the tag, down to about 20. Now he can look to center. Cheese is there. He was getting chased, though, by Noli all over the field. And now finally J-Nap's coming on, blocked by Magic Bear. Needs one more touch. He's got it. Reynolds starting to dive in, but he started from way, way back. And J-Naps can at least slow it down. Cheese looking to go to work, and J-Nap stopped him, too. OG has just had an answer every single time from about the middle of game 2 onward.
Yeah, even that play where you see the pass to Reynolds, he catches it in the air. Tom pre-jumped it. He was up before Reynolds even made contact. And, chance here, though, for Magic Bear. Can he get it around? No, J-Naps does get it back in time. Cobb actually looked for a bump upfield as J-Naps gets the flick over, but Cheese, good patience and good response there as well. Halfway through the game, once again, the shooting has been better slightly here for Luminosity. They've got 3 shots in the first half of the game, but still a 1-goal difference. Can Cheese do something to change that? High ball goes straight to Cobb and help 50 it down the midfield.
Almost like he got caught in between there. He ended up going high, but missed the goal entirely. Now Reynolds push it forward. Magic Bear avoids contact, but he's going to need somebody to pass to. Instead, she's going to take over. A little hesitation there, and he who hesitates is lost. Luminosity has lost the last 2. So Magic Bear's going to bring this all the way to the corner. Cheese is over there, and it will be Cheese that takes charge. But Luminosity just seemed to have slowed down significantly, and OG are just almost inviting them in. Like, all right, come on, when you're ready, we'll be here, ready to send it back. And Luminosity still can't get past the center line for very long.
It looks like it because it's calm right now. He's all over Luminosity on the field. Off ball, he's getting, if he's not getting a bump or making contact, he's zoning them out. The reason Cheese took that ball from his corner wall wasn't because he was just awkward. It was just because Cobb forced him to. He was sitting there on the ground waiting for it to go towards him, but Cobb has just been everywhere, causing disruption. Now it's J-Naps upfield as well. Cobb looking for a bump on Magic Bears. Noli takes this shot. Is it enough? No! Magic Bears able to make the save.
A rare case where there's no immediate rebound opportunity. No follow-up from
Evet, Kom atak başlatmıştı. Yeni gelmedim, geri geldim dercesine bir anda girdim.
It's been second and third chance opportunities where they're
Kesilen hata
denied, but they keep
tekrar
possession
başlattı ama
and
Magic
break
Bear
down
kesiyordu hata.
That one that got away from Magic Bear could really come back to haunt LG.
Cheese'in şutu.
As that one just goes a little bit wide. Noli now intercepted by Magic Bear. Cheese with the demo. That's going to push wide as well. Reynolds to challenge. You'll keep that in. This is more of what Luminosity
Yine
needs to do,
uzaklaştırdı.
but
Magic
they
bir
also
parçaladı.
need to stay forward.
Magic bir de şut denedi. Noli kademede.
They're staring down a 3-1 deficit if they don't equalize here. Reynolds,
Cheese'in şutu gol.
What a play from Luminosity. Time to condemn.
8 saniye kala Luminosity durumu 1-1 yapmıştı.
And Cheese had the net. Great placement. Ice from LG to tie things up here.
Bakalım Cheese'in çabaları meyvelerini verecek mi?
Welcome to the quarterfinals, Cheese. Equalizing goal that may send us to overtime. Reynolds, will he bring it to ground? Tied, and Magic Bear had to make one last save. And
Noli'nin şutu. Son anda.
Reynolds again.
Ve uzatmalardayız. Uzatmalar başladı. Cheese, Noli.
faster. Wow.
Çok güzel bir başlangıç
This
golüyle.
never works in Reynolds' favor. What is
Şanslı
this
golüyle daha
universe?
doğrusu.
We're all
Luminosity
tied up after
dördüncü
Reynolds
maçı kazanıyordu.
wins it in overtime off the kickoff of all things. Okay then.
Whoa. We've got word Luminosity after that win have called a timeout.
Real.
Yeah.
Very
It's
interesting.
confirmed. Yes.
Noli'nin
You take a look at the highlights one more time,
çok güzel
and
kurtarmıştı.
even then, look at this
Çizginin
final few
golüne
seconds
yapacak
play.
hiçbir şey yok.
They hold on,
Pozisyon
they go
avantajı
into
tamamen
overtime,
sıfır.
then
Aynı
right
bu
in
pozisyonda
OT,
bu golde
Reynolds
olduğu gibi.
with the speed there. Luminosity take this one. Great performance towards the end.
Vitas bir anda
And
yıldızlaşarak
this is the way this series has been
takımına
going.
galibiyeti
OG have always set the
getiriyordu.
tone, and it's been up to Luminosity
Ama
on whether or not they
Magic'in
can
kurtarışları,
live up to the
Cheese'in
response.
atakları
Couple of games they've been able to do so,
es
couple of games they
geçmemek
haven't.
gerekiyor tabii
This
bu
time they take
maçta.
the timeout in order to get extra time to talk things over with their coaches.
Evet. Luminosity
Very
timeout
interesting. I mean,
almış
you
şu an.
almost never see that, right? You score an overtime winner to tie the series 2-2, and that's when you call the timeout. It is
Timeout'tan sonra
the
5.
first time,
maçımıza
according to
geçeceğiz.
Direct, someone has called a timeout after a game win to tie the series. All right.
Interesting. This is definitely
Hey,
interesting.
we're in uncharted territory here. Why not?
Evet, konuşurken ağızlarını
For an
kapatıyorlar
unprecedented
oyuncular.
season, why not? So, let's reset everything where we're at here. A couple of 2-1 victories, one of them in overtime for Luminosity just now. OG took the first OT of this series. They took game 3 as well. It was a very dominant third game. But Luminosity battled back. They finally got a goal out of Cheese. His first tied that game, game 4, with 8 seconds left. We're 2-2 in a best of 7, and you know what that means. There's Nose Dude shaking his head somewhere. All right, it's effectively a best of 3 for Luminosity to try and clinch their spot in Copenhagen.
Well, look at the cams. I mean, they're doing a lot of communicating here. I talked to Greg yesterday. We spent about like 30 minutes chatting after the matches. This team is very confident in themselves. They're very confident in their game plan and how they play. So we'll see how effective this time out is.
Ve 5. maç başladı.
DFH Day is the background here. As we
Magic bir hemen hata çıktı. Bir şut denemesi. Ve Noli kademede. Noli'den harika bir kurtarış. Ritas'ın şutu. Aman tanrı. Bazı anlar vardır ki sadece izlersiniz. Noli'nin burada çabasını görüyorsunuz ama yetersiz.
Momentum is starting to shift here. Luminosity, first time in this series that they've scored first, and they do it in the first 10 seconds.
You can also see OG trying to lock back in. They're starting to get a little comfortable in their seats because they know if the run ends here, it is
Cheese atak başlatmıştı ama Noli hata kesiyor. Magic bir defansta müdahale edemedi. Kum araya girdi. Ama seken topta Kom tekrar ortaçmak istercesine.
Well, he did get that corner boost, but it doesn't really amount to much out of OG.
Gineps'in şutunda Noli'nin şutu. Oh my god. Aman tanrım dedirten bir atak trafiği izlediniz. Gineps ve Noli'den. Luminosity oyuncular hiçbir şey yapamıyorlar bu gole. Ve durum 1-1. Start verildi. Cheese'le Kom topu paylaşırken Magic bir topu kontrol etti, hata çıktı. Bir çalım. Ama Gineps kademedeydi. Şanslı kalıyor top. Kom'un müdahalesi. Kom atak başlattı. Evet, Kom'dan çok güzel bir double tap. Ortasında Noli. Bakalım Noli ortaya çevirebilecek mi topu? Noli kaleye mi düşünüyor acaba? Oo, Kom yok etti Ritals'ı. Kom bıraktı topu ama Magic bir kademede. Ritas. Ritas'ta topu alan Gineps. Evet, şu an paylaşılamayan bir top var ortada. Kim gelecek? Kom topa müdahale etti. Vital savunmada. Top hala sahipsiz, ortada kaldı. İki oyuncu da aynı anda müdahale etti. Evet, Magic bir sonunda topu aldı ve atak başlattı ama müdahale. Evet, Tom boşta kalan topu aldı, şut ve aman tanrım Noli'nin cheese'i yok etmesiyle Noli'nin harika oyunu OG Esports'a bir gol getiriyor ve durum 2-1. Evet, 3-2-1 ve start verildi. Şimdi pardon. Tom Vitals paylaşılamayan top, Noli'nin müdahalesi. Evet, çiz atak başlattı. Magic bir topta kademede Noli bir şut çekti çok uzaklardan. Cheese müdahalesi kurtarış. Evet, Magic bir ortayı çevirebilecek mi acaba? Ama Noli tekrar kademede. Ortada paylaşılamayan bir top, kimse yetişemiyor. Aha. Evet. Tom kaleye giderken Gineps'e bırak kallan topta. Bir kademede. Etkili bir şut olmamakla birlikte. Evet, Noli bir orta düşüncesi Noli'den kaleye giden topta uzaklaştırıyor topu. Vitas bir atak başlattı. Ama Gineps kademede. Gineps'in atak şutu bir önlüyor. Atak tazeliyordu OG Esports. Kom'un ortası ama Magic bir kademede. Magic bir. Vitas topa gidiyor. Giden isim Noli. Önce Noli yetişti. Ortada bir paylaşılamayan top. Tom topa sahip olmak istedi ama başaramadı. Vital bakalım atak başlatabilecek mi? Hayır. Bu denemede başlattı. Gineps'in harika ortası. Sonuç yok. Aman tanrım, top kaleye gidiyor ama Gineps kademede. Tom atak. OG Esports, aman tanrım. Üst üste geldiler, bir sürü atak tazelediler ve en sonunda sonuç aldılar. Çok güzel bir pas ve Gineps'in sadece kaleye vurması kalıyor geriye. Tom'un çok güzel pası. OG Esports'u 3-1 öne geçiriyor. Evet, Cheese'de bir atak başlatacak. Esports ama Noli kademede. Gineps izliyorsunuz. Gineps. Ama hayır dedi. Evet, Tom bir atak çabası. Evet, çok güzel ama kademede bir oyuncu var. Cheese'in müdahalesinde aman tanrım. Magic Bear'ın harika kurtarışı. Evet, Cheese bir atak tazelemek istiyor ama atır bozuyor. Ortada kalan topta Tom Magic bir engelledi ve Gineps mikrosunun yetersiz olmasından dolayı iyi bir kontrol gelmedi. Vitals Magic bir tekrar kademede. Magic bir Rocket League'in kalecisi. Evet, OG Esports uzun süredir Luminosity'nin yarı sahasındaydı ama artık sıra Luminosity'de, aman tanrım, 3-2. Bir saniye kala 3-2. Keşke daha fazla süre olsaydı diye şu an Luminosity'li oyuncular haykırışlardadır ama yapacak bir şey yok. Muhtemelen bu Santra'dan sonra maç bitecektir. Ve Cheese müdahalesinden sonra ve bitmiyordu maç. Maç bitmiyordu, bitti. Evet. Bir turunculu oyuncunun daha değmesi gerekiyordu mavili. Oyunculardaydı top. Turunculu oyuncular değdikten sonra maç bitiyor arkadaşlar. Ve skor 3-2 oluyor. OG Sport öne geçiyor tekrardan. Eğer bu maçı da kazanırlarsa Best of 7'in kazananı OG Sport olacak.
Almost out shooting Luminosity as calm, but Luminosity had 3 shots, one from each player. Noli was the only one who
Bu
scored,
gol
but
çok
also
güzel
didn't
bir
have a
Noli.
shot because of how close it
Noli'nin
was
hakkını vermek
toward the net when
gerekiyor.
he got that redirect just far down
Tom'un
and in.
bu asisti de çok hoştu.
You have to keep
Niyetse
that one in mind too, but that game felt mainly in the hands of OG for the most part. The rotations were clean, and even after the Luminosity timeout,
de Cheese'in oyundan biraz düştüğünü, Magic Beer'ın ve Ritals'ın biraz daha oyunda kaldıklarını görüyoruz. Cheese'in kendini tokatlayıp bir kendine gelmesi gerekiyor. Takımın Cheese'e ihtiyacı var. Cheese bu takımın taşıyıcılarından birisi açık ara.
Mixed results. Game 6 now, match point for OG. And again, all these teams looking to wonder, all right, are we going to have like a massive 6-way tiebreaker at the end of all this, or is OG going to play the role of
6. maçta
fun
sonuç
police
belli olacak mı
and
yoksa
try to
7. maça mı
help their own
gidiyoruz?
case in a
6.
significant way?
maç
Again,
başlıyor.
Luminosity has been oh so close. Win this series and they're in. But they're about to become a
Cheese atak
spectator
başlattı.
unless things
Cheese voleyi
change here
engelledi.
at Utopia.
Kom'dan orta ama Magic bir kademede. G-Nets'ten atak tazeliyor OG Sport. Evet ama Cheese müdahalesi. Evet Cheese ile atakta Luminosity ama G-Nets engel oluyor. Hata kesiyor. Bakalım kimde kalacak top? Ortada bir paylaşılamayan top var şu anda. Vitals aldı topu. Vitals çok güzel Vitals. 1-0 Luminosity önde. Vitals'ın harika hata ve şutu. Tom'un üzerinden aşırtarak attı. Şutla harika bir gol geliyor Vitals'tan. Paylaşılamayan topların önemine vurgu yapıyoruz bugün de. Evet, Vitals tekrardan. Voli bu sefer isabetsiz şutu. Hata çeviriyor ve ortada kalıyor top. Evet, paylaşılamayan bir top var şu anda. Evet, Magic bir hatamla mı dönüşüyor derken. Evet, şu an Luminosity atakta ama yine hepsi top. Vitals kademede, Kom da kademeye giriyor hemen. Topu takımı onlar tanrım harika bir şuttan sonra Magic bir kademede. Magic bir kalede çok iyi işler çıkarıyor. Ama Magic bir takımına hata taşıyamıyordu ve dönen topta OG Sports atağında
And now Cheese will give way to Reynolds this pitch way downfield and send all the way back.
Evet. Top çizdi ama turbosu yok. Bu çok büyük bir dezavantaj onun için. Ama Magic bir kademede. Magic bir çok güzel bir şekilde atak başlattı ama Tom kademeye girdi. Bakalım çiz hata devam ettirebilecek mi? Hayır, engel oluyor G-Nets. G-Nets şut geliyor G-Nets'ten ama Vitals kademede. Vitals'la atak başlatıyor Luminosity'li oyuncular. Bakalım çok güzel bir deneme ama Tom müdahalesiyle hata kesti. Evet, Tom da bir atak başlatmak istedi ama Cheese'in müdahalesi. Vitals'la bir ortaya denemesi. Noli, Magic bir, G-Net, paylaşılamayan bir top var. Bir anda Luminosity atağına dönüşen topta OG Sports'un atağını kesiyordu Vitals. Evet, Cheese gol atabilecek mi? G-Net kademede. Vitals tekrar atak tazelemek istiyor. Magic bir kom müdahalesiyle G-Nets'in ortası Noli Cheese kademede Cheese müdahalesi yeterli olmuyor. G-Nets'in harika şutu, harika top takibi ve pozisyon bilgisiyle G-Nets takımını bir beraberliğe taşıyordu bu golüyle. Santra 3-2-1 go. Tom'la Ritals'ın topa gittiğini görüyoruz. Cineps kendi yarı sahasına gönderiyor topu. Ve ilginç bir şekilde atak başlattı Cineps. Çok güzel bir atak başlangıcı, çok güzel bir taktikti. Önemli olan topun kontrolü arkadaşlar. Ve iki takımın oyuncuları da bunun farkında. Topun nerede olduğundan ziyade kimde olduğunun önemli olduğunu. Takım oyuncuları da çok bilincinde. Evet, Luminosity atağını Nole engelliyor. Tekrar atak tazeliyor ama Tom engelliyor bu seferde. Magic Beer'la atak tazelemek isterken müdahale geliyor. Bir anda oyuncu e-sport atağı. Evet ama Ritals kademede. Ritals beni geçemezsiniz diyor. Cheese ne yapıyor aman tanrım. Takım arkadaşına vurdu. Böyle şeyleri çok görmeyiz turnuvalarda. Nolin'in duruşunda kademede Cheese bakalım ne yapacak. Ritals ne yapıyorsun Ritals? Evet, Rittals'ın orta açabilecek mi Noli müdahalesi? Magic Beer'la atak tazelemek isterken bir anda kendi yarı sahasında vuruyor. Topu Luminosity'li oyuncular. Cheese atak yapmak istiyor. Cheese kaleye gitmek istiyor. Kaleyi görüyor. Bir çalım. Ama Tom'un müdahalesi. Harika bir çalımda Tom müdahale ediyordu. Cheese topu uzaklaştırıyor. O Cheese top tekrar atak tazeleyecek.
Now Cheese didn't have anybody really with him as Reynolds a little late to the party with 15 seconds. Overtime looming will be our third of the series. Each team has won one, but now we get down to 10 seconds.
Bir kademede ve topun kontrolünü aldı. Topu sürmek istedi ve Cheese. Cheese'de kalan topta harika bir şut. Gineps'in müdahalesi. Aman tanrım son saniyede. Uzatmalara gidiyoruz.
They were trying to pull him out. Then once they realized they had an opportunity, you saw Cheese get the flick over Khan.
Ortada kalan topta Ginep sahip olduğu atak başlattı. Hemen kaleye doğru gidiyor. Aşağı bıraktı Noli'ye. Noli'nin şutu aman tanrım. Ginep kaleyi düşünmedi. Arkadaşına bırakmak istedi. Yaptı, bıraktı ve Noli harika bir şekilde bu topu değerlendirdi. OG eSports oyunun kazananı oluyor ve 4-2 Luminosity mağlup oluyor bu maçta. Eğlenceli bir maçtı, 7. maça gitmeyi elbette isterdik. Ama olmayınca bazı şeyler olmuyor. eSports'un iyi oyunu.
They avenged their loss to Luminosity a couple of weeks ago.
Bugün sergilediği performans bu maça üzerinde biraz garipti. Galiba sinirli veya üzgündü.
With the way they started the season and a lot of people were writing them off, the pros, they had ranked them high, they knew what OG could do, and you saw it right there, controlling their fate, taking this series so big for them.
İlk test
headed to the
yarışında
semifinals and they are looking very strong favorites to make the major here. I'm not sure if they clinched just yet, but they're in a great position.
Yeah, they could not clinch today. They still need a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do. Probably need to get to the finals tomorrow, but for now, they can rest easy. And if you're a Dignitas fan, just cup your ears for a moment.
Yayını kimsenin izlememesi. Ama yine de yayını yapmam.
Contention for the major. But there are other
Bugünler de geçer be
teams that
Kaan
are still
diyelim.
in the running. Plenty of Rocket League to take place. We don't know what will happen next. Keep it locked.